Welcome back to today's Family Connection Point. Today we're in Matthew chapter 25 and we're at verse 31 through 46. And we're talking about the sheep and the goat judgments. And so if you've spent any time on our devotional videos, you know that this is not what I normally wear. I just finished a meeting and we were supposed to dress up for it, but I thought, hey, why don't we use this for our illustration? See, just because I'm wearing a suit doesn't make me important, doesn't make me a politician, it doesn't make me a businessman. If I was wearing a doctor's coat, it wouldn't make me fit for surgery or to prescribe medicine. And when I was growing up in middle school, it was really cool to be a skater. So the rich kids would buy all the cool skater clothes and skater shoes and new skateboards. But the real test of who was a skater wasn't based on your clothes, on your outfit. It was based on when you went to the skate park. And what you saw was there was a lot of people who looked like skaters who weren't really skaters. They were imposters. They were fake. We called them posers. There's a saying in the South, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it doesn't make them a princess. You see, what we see here in the Christian world is there are a lot of people who say that they're a Christian. They may go the right places. They may dress the right way. They may say certain things that make you think that they might be a Christian, but they're not followers of Jesus Christ. And there will be a day where God will separate true believers from unbelievers. And God actually talks, or Jesus actually talks about that here in this passage. He talks about after the tribulation, there's going to be a time where Jesus separates true believers from unbelievers. He calls the true believers sheep and he calls the unbelievers goats. And he says to the sheep, he says, you can be on my right-hand side, and the goats, you're on my left-hand side. And if you're looking out on a herd of sheep, it would be really easy to throw a goat or two in there. But when the good shepherd comes, he will divide those. And he actually says, hey, listen, the sheep, you are going to enter into the kingdom. Why? Because they had genuine faith in the Lord Jesus Christ that was displayed in their actions. You say, well, how is it displayed in their actions? He actually says, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was sick, you came to my aid. When I was unclothed, you gave me some clothes to wear. When I was in prison, you came and visited me. And the sheep will turn to Jesus and say, Jesus, we never did that for you. And he'll say, what you did for the least of my brothers, you've done for me. What he's saying is during the tribulation time when the Jews were deeply persecuted, when things were really hard and there were people in genuine need of clothes and food and they were deeply persecuted, those who are genuine followers of Jesus will display their faith in their action by showing compassion, by giving, by going, by serving. And he's saying, because you are a genuine follower of Jesus, you can enter into the kingdom. Now, the opposite is true of the goats. He says, hey, listen, when there were needs, you didn't meet the needs. You were selfish. And that displays who you are as well. You see, what's in the well will eventually come up in the bucket. We truly believe that. And so the goats will actually be forever cast out into eternal punishment. Now, here's the truth. And here's the truth that I want my kids to understand. It's not our job to decide who's saved and who's unsaved. It's not our job, but our faith should be evidenced not only in what we say or where we go, but what we do. See, belief should determine our behavior. It's an outflow of the root system of faith. You see, we're evidencing our faith by the way we live our life. So we show compassion and love and serve. Why? Because there was one who showed us compassion, who loved us deeply, who served us in the most awesome way on the cross. You see, it's out of our deep heart of faith in the Lord Jesus Christ that we live a life of service to him. And it's not for so that we can earn our way to heaven. No. It's because we are saved. It's because we possess this genuine faith that we're going to live our life differently than the world. In fact, Jesus said it this way to his disciples. He said, the identifying factor for folks who want to know who my followers are is going to be their love for one another. It's going to be how people look at you and say, man, you guys are painting a compelling picture of love that I don't see anywhere else. So folks, for my kids, and I hope for your kids, what we want to do is we want to help them to say, being a Christian is not about saying you're a Christian. It's not about going to a building. It's not about holding a certain type of Bible underneath your arm. It's about genuine faith that's lived out in action. That is our lesson for today. I hope that was helpful for you. I'll see you tomorrow.